me low. Oh yeah, keep me low. I get the glory. Gotta get. In God we trust. Have mercy on us. Yeah, money can't even compare. Always can count on him. Yeah, always can depend on him. Yeah.
Like a clown, you know what I'm saying? We got to do it. I'm like, no, you gonna do it. You understand? Like I be leaving, going to another job. Understand? I be leaving, going to another job. So Phil is that type of guy. Understand? So he's in that mind frame of he sees for what's in front of him. Me, I see more. I see the physical and the spirit. Understand? Right? So we move forward. We got more guys coming in. So now me and Phil got to pick them out. Phil like, hey John, what you doing? You gonna pick such and such out? Let me know who work. Let me know who don't work. So he'll give me he'll take by 5 guys. I take 5 guys. So we working from each flow. Keep in mind that's how many flows it is. And then they got like cottages in the back and different sheds and different garages and things like that. It's all types of stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? That everybody can have something to do. So then like small, like if y'all know what cottages are, like little small houses, like they're like little small house might be like maybe one or two. I think it's maybe 1 or 2 bedrooms or something like that. But they like small little cottages, but they not apartment, but they like small little houses. So bam. So as we moving on and we learning stuff, more men come in. So I find me a couple of for the last batch that came in. Now this where it go to turning. For the last person for the last batch that come in, keep in mind these names. All right, you had a cat named Crosstown, and then you had a cat from Chicago, right? And them the ones who I was kind of like over, right? And then Phil got his other 5. Now bam. Now Phil other 5 kind of faded out. They kind of faded out. You know what I'm saying? They I guess he felt like they weren't working, because most time he'll go in the room there to be slacking off. Like when I say we had it so gravy, like we had it so gravy you could listen to your music, like all types of shit, man. It was gravy, man. And your time we supposed to get paid for 8 hours, but we getting 10 hours. He giving us 10 hours off the rip. You feel what I'm saying? Then you don't even have to work the whole 10, and plus you get an hour break. Come on, man, you can't beat that. You can't beat that, man. Anybody that know anything about the temp service, you know that them folks giving you at least a good 30 minutes on a break. Most jobs don't even give you a whole hour. Understand? So we getting a whole hour, and then they not all over us watching everything we do. You see what I'm saying? No, they'll tell us what to do. Hey, y'all 2 in charge. Y'all tell them what to do. Whoop, whoop, make sure it get done. Hey, you ain't got no problems. All right, bam. So Crosstown come and Chicago come, but Chicago come before Crosstown, right? So Chicago, he come, all I tell him, I'm like, bro, man, all you gotta do is just do your job. You know what I'm saying? Just stay working. You feel me? And everything, you know what I'm saying? Everything gonna work out your way. Understand? Right? So he come in, he get on the grind. He prove himself. So I'm like, yeah, we gonna keep him, right? We gonna keep him. Woo, woo, so it working. I think maybe like 2 days later, 2 or 3 days later, Crosstown end up coming in. And why I call him Crosstown, I forget what his name. No, I remember his name, but his name may need to be mentioned. But the reason I call him Crosstown because my cousin used to live. My cousin from there, like they were born and raised over there. But it's not my hood. But my cousin grew up over there, and I used to go over there a lot when I was younger, right? So I know that hood real good. So he like So we chopping it up, right? We chopping it up. So keep in mind, this maybe like 4 months in now. I'm maybe like 4 or 5 months in, right? Keep in mind, I'm still on retention. I'm practicing. I'm going strong, right? So we get to one day, me and Chicago, we breaking down a box one day outside. They had a box that they had them built out of 2x4s, and we had to break it down. Cody had wanted to be broken down, so we got the hammers and all that. We out there beating it down, right? So he say, so we out. I'm talking about it hot out there bit too. I'm talking about hot in the mud, y'all. I'm talking about hot. So, but we out there making it happen. I got my suntan screen. I got my, you know what I'm saying? My suntan. You feel me? Suntan screen. Hey, we out there making it happen, right? But Phil like that too. Phil like that working with us too. So, so we break down the box, we get everything done. So we chilling out. We chill like on, it's like a little porch thing by where they got the little lights that they were putting in. It's like a little porch way that you can go inside the building, right? So we chilling out there, right? So Chicago asked him, could we take him? He's like, man, can somebody take me home? I was like, I ain't say nothing, right? Cause he was always talking about how he lived maybe like 2 or 3 minutes from the job. I know he lived just right up the street, right? So, and this what I always came back with the video where I said, stop depending on people. You see what I'm saying? Stop depending on people to do everything for you. Hey man, if it ain't emergency type situations, to the point like maybe your leg might, you know what I'm saying, your leg hurt real bad or whatever the situation may be, to the point that you go, like, it gotta really be a dying situation for me to ask for a ride. I don't care if it's raining or not. Most time I'm gonna wait till the rain stop. I'm not just gonna ask somebody, can I get a ride if I stay right by the job? Understand? So I didn't say nothing. So Phil like, I'll take you home, right? Now bam. Now after that day, I noticed tension between us. I guess he felt some way because I didn't want to take him home. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not that I didn't want to take him home. I wasn't going that way. Understand? I wasn't going that way. Phil go that way. I don't go that way, right? And I didn't have no problem with taking him home, but at the same time, I'm like, the way that he speak on how close his house is, I'm like, you would want somebody to take you home? I would think that you would want to walk. You see what I'm saying? I would think you want to walk. So I felt that type of energy after that day. Understand? Right? So we go back. So time passed. All right. So I'm gonna say a couple. So you got so one day. All right. So let's say. So we're gonna say fast forward after that. I felt the tension, but you know he still played it cool a little bit. Whoop the whoop. Right? But I could feel the tension. Right? So it came to a time where Phil was like, "Hey, John." Dan was one of the supervisors. He was like, man, Dan's talking about go ahead and hire your own, man. He liked the way you work. He said you've been doing a good job. You know, they want you to come on, you know, and they were gonna up your pay rate and everything, right? But they actually want to hire you on, right? So I'm like, okay, bam, that's what's up. Cause Phil was going through another temp service. He wasn't even hired on. He was going through another temp service. So bam, so he like, yeah, man, John, such and such, right? And I'm telling y'all, man, I'm telling y'all how that discernment is, right? Man, I promise, as Phil talking to me, right? Because he talking to me upstairs in one of the rooms. I think we were probably on the 3rd floor. He talking to me upstairs in the room. And something told me to just go by the door, right? Cause we inside the room, but something just told me to go by the door. And I go by the door, and I just peek my head out just to look in the hallway. Guess who I see standing right there in the corner? But he supposed to be down. He supposed to be on the 2nd floor working. Guess who right there listening, ear hustling? Chicago. You see what I'm saying? He's sitting there ear hustling. But you know, and he told on himself. See, I could have let it slide, but you want me to tell you why he told on himself? He told on himself when he come to me one day. He was like, yeah, man. He like, yeah, man. It sound like, but you finna get that up. You know what I'm saying? Seem like you finna get that raise. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need them coins, don't you? I'm like, I just play it off. I'm like, yeah, I need mine. But that already let me know right there and there with him. That already let me know that he's a pocket watcher. You know what I'm saying? Beware of him. Red flags. But keep in mind, I didn't see the red flags off first, because the like I told you, Wilson sheet clothing. But now when he said that to me, that, you know what I'm saying, that sparked them antennas up. Red flag. Bam. All right. So we moving on. That was one thing, right? So, okay, so a Friday come around. A Friday come, was it a Friday? Yeah, it was a Friday. A Friday come around, right? So, keep in mind, I wasn't even gonna work. I wasn't even, cause Cody was like, he was finna go out of town. They were finna go back to Virginia. I guess he had a little bit of vacation time, so he was gonna go out of town. So, he say, yeah, man, I'm finna, hold on, before I tell y'all that, all right, no, Phil, all right, this before this, right? Okay, Phil Phil, all right, remember Melvin with the cabinets, right? We got so cool with Melvin with the cabinets that he had a storage full of cabinets. A storage full of cabinets that he wasn't gonna use. And hardware like the handles, all types of stuff. I'm talking about full sets, full kitchen sets. He giving it all to us. He like, man, if y'all want it, y'all can get it. So I'm telling Phil, I'm like, man, let's go pitch in on a U-Haul and let's get a storage or whatever. Let's get a storage and we can put it in storage and we can just try to sell it. You feel me? So you like, all right, bam. So Phil go get the storage. Phil go get the storage. He go get the U-Haul. We move it like that. At first they ain't even want to move it. So it's me, Phil, and Carlos. Keep in mind, you had Crosstown in Chicago, but we ain't fill them in on it. It was just us three. So we working, we getting it all, right? So he get the storage, he get the U-Haul. I'm telling them like, man, let's go do it this day, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got something to do the next day. They act like they didn't want to do it. I had to talk. It's like I had to talk crazy to them just to get them the move. Understand? I had to talk crazy to them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking crazy to them like, man, y'all so lazy. Y'all don't do nothing. I'm talking crazy to them like, but they like, man, we just let's go get it. Let's go get it. So I guess it worked. It worked cause we got it done. So now fast forward back to Chicago them. So all right, so a Friday come around, right? And Cody had them basically gave us all, right? But they had them went and asked them could they work. You feel me? I was gonna just take off. I was just gonna go cash in a lot of the wire that I had. So I was just gonna go to the junkyard. You feel me? I was gonna go to the scrap yard. So I wasn't even tripping. So, but Cody came and asked me. Cody like, hey man, cause I think Phil and Carlos, they supposed to win and handle some business in Miami. So they supposed to tuck them a trip or whatever. But I guess Phil, cause he was on probation or whatever. He was on probation. But keep in mind, Phil tell when you hear Phil talk and Phil tell you stories, you will think that he lying because a lot of the things that he be saying. So you will think that he be lying when he be talking. But I can't say for sure. But some of the stuff that he'll tell you, will be like, you'll scratch your head, man. Like, for real. That Phil is a very interesting guy. Understand? But most times you'll be feel like he lying. But you just never know. Right? So Phil was like, he gonna come in. Cody ended up asking me, did I want to come in? So I'm like, man, yeah, I might as well gonna come on in. I might as well. Right? So keep in mind, Phil was in charge. Phil was supposed to actually be the one in charge, right? And then it go down to me, right? But you gotta know Phil worked his way up to that point. So he able to go in and cause he'll spend his time going in the trailer after we done working, he'll go in there and talk to them and conversate with them, trying to befriend them and get on their good side and stuff like that. I go in there and chop it up, but I ain't trying to get on nobody's good side. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna see my work. Like I told you, when Dan went to Phil, and Phil came to me and told me that Dan wanted to hire me on, I wasn't even speaking to Dan. I wasn't even talking. I speak to him when I come in, like, hey man, morning. But other than that, I wasn't talking to them folk like that. It just he seen my work ethic. He seen that I'm gonna get out there and make it happen, right? So bam. So the Friday come. So it was another. So on that Friday, when we all supposed to just came in, when I told you we already had off, but Phil said he was gonna come in, and then Cody asked me, did I want to work? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come on in. So bam, and this happened on a Friday, right? So Phil was a little late that day. So Phil like, man, to go ahead and tell everybody what we already do, what everybody already kind of really know what to do. But John, you just kind of get some direction on what you need done, right? What you need done or whatever. I'm like, all right, bam, I'm gonna be a little late. I said, all right, I'm gonna hold it down till you get here. All right, bam. So I think we maybe had five guys, right? So I tell two to go and get the first floor and the second floor, and then I tell Chicago and I tell Crosstown to get. Matter of fact, I told Chicago and Crosstown to get the 4th floor. All right, get the 4th floor. Y'all do what y'all do, right? Y'all do what y'all do. But I gave and I matter of fact, I had took the 1st floor, and then I put somebody on the 2nd floor, then I put somebody on the 3rd floor. All right, now bam. So when I go up, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing my thing. So but when I go up, I see the dude I told to go to the 2nd floor, he up there, and all 3 of them in the room. Him, Chicago, the dude, Chicago, and Crosstown. All 3 of them in the room with the music blasting. I'm like, no, I'm like, I ain't really even say nothing. Phil had ended up calling me. Phil like, man, everything going good? I'm like, yeah, man, whoop whoop. But I seen like 3 of them in the room, man, you know what I'm saying? Cause I already know how they gonna look if a supervisor walk past. I already know how they gonna look. You feel me? Then keep in mind, Cody left really Phil in charge. You feel what I'm saying? But Phil ain't here, so 9 times out of 10 it gonna fall back on me. You feel me? So bam. So I'm making sure the right people don't come up there and see them 3 in the room, cause they don't take 3 in the room. Everybody, it's enough spaces and enough room out here for everybody to get a whole hall by themselves. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's how big it is. But they 3 in a room, right? So Phil like, man, no, just tell what's the name to go back down to that 2nd floor like you told them, and tell Crosstown and Chicago to go and get their own separate rooms, right? So, bam. The music loud enough, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like you can't hear it on the other side. They had the music blasting. And we could do it like that out there. So he like, so when I go up, there, I say, hey, I remember the cat, his name was Javon. I like, Javon, man, going back down there to the 2nd floor, handle that for me, bro. You feel me? Go and handle that for me until Phil get here, bro. You feel me? Cause when Phil get there, I can care less. You know what I'm saying? It's up to Phil. But since I'm in charge, I ain't just finna let that just happen on my watch. But when Phil get here, man, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. So he say, so he like, all right, all right, John, bam, all right. So then, I tell Chicago and I tell Crosstown, I'm like, hey man, y'all, I like, hey man, Phil say such and such. I say Phil say such and such. Say he don't need 2-3 people in one room. You feel me? And bro, matter of fact, I told Chicago that, right? Crosstown didn't even know about it. I told Chicago that. So he say, all right. When I told Chicago that, he was like, all right. He was like, all right, bam. He wait till I get all the way downstairs. Right? And then Crosstown called me. Crosstown like, man, what's going on, man? I'm like, hey, bro, Phil said such and such that he don't need 3 people to a room. This, that, you know. First thing come out his mouth, man, Phil be lying, man. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. See, I can't say the man be lying. I can just say some of the things he say could be a little, like, you will question it. Some of the things like, is that true? You know what I'm saying? But I can't say that it's not true. Understand? So he like, Phil, but I'm like, nah, man, just like we don't need 3 people in the room, bro. Y'all man, it's Friday. We ain't gotta rush nothing. We ain't gotta make sure this done or nothing. All we doing is working till we get off. You know what I'm saying? If you want to chill, just get something done, showing that you did something, and we can chill the rest of the day. They already know how I do it. Like, come on, man, we ain't come on Friday. We ain't finna kill ourselves to get nothing done. Come on, man, we'll deal with the BS Monday. All right, so bam. So but I hear Chicago in the background. Man, bro, you tweaking. Bro, you a goofy. I'm like, hold on, man. Who he talking to? I'm like, is he talking to me? I'm like, what's going on? That for all I just said that Phil said, cause Phil said this. You feel me? I just told Phil about it, but Phil said this. You feel what I'm saying? So he talking trash in the background. Oh, bro, tweaking, bro, goofy, bro. You know what I'm saying? This, that. I'm like, hey, man, tell him, man, if he got a problem with me, bro, handle his business when he see me. Understand? Like, it's whatever. But like I told y'all, it was already a little tension. But like I told, he tried to play it slide. But my antenna was always up about him. I'm telling you, he just went to tweaking for no reason. But he said I'm tweaking, but no, he went to tweaking for no reason. Understand? So he like, y'all know that's that Chicago slang. Tweak it, bro. He tweaking. Goofy. All right, bro. If I'm a goofy, show me I'm a goofy when you see me. You feel me? And I wasn't gonna come back up those stairs. Just like if it come down to break, if it's a problem, you feel like I'm a goofy, you feel like I'm this, I'm that. Handle your business when you see me. You feel me? So I'm like, man, just tell the man handle his business when he see me. He ain't got to keep doing all that yelling on the phone, you feel me? Because he didn't do none of that when I was up there. He said, all right, and he kept it moving. If he felt some type of way, he should have said it. He should have said it when we, you know what I'm saying, when I said it. You see what I'm saying? Now, bam. So, cross town, he like, man, I still feel like it's some bullshit, bro, but, you know what I'm saying, we'll make it happen. So, he was feeling some way, too. Cross town was feeling some way, too. But he was the more level-headed. Understand? He was the more level-headed. So he like, okay. So I tell Phil like, man, don't even get out your character. Just keep working until I get there. So Phil get there. Phil chopping it up, whoop the whoop. Phil chopping it up with them, let them know what the deal is. You know, let them know what the deal is. They come back. I end up feeling them telling me to go nail something. He ended up telling me to go put up a guardrail. It was for the elevator because they didn't put the elevators in yet. So it's like a guardrail that needed to be put up. So he like go put up the rail. So I got the hammer in my hand. So when I go up to the 4th floor to go do it, you know, I be in one room and I see him in there. I see Chicago in there. I got the hammer. If he would have made any wrong move like he was gonna do something, I'm telling you, man, I was gonna spill it. I was gonna spill him. I'm telling you, I was gonna leak him. I'm telling you, off the rip. You feel me? But he didn't say shit. He didn't say nothing. So they let me know he was just talking. He just talking. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want no smoke. You feel what I'm saying? You just talking. You just getting out your character already. You already showing what your character is. You already feel some way. But I still feel like you feel some way because because I ain't give you that ride that day. I know you feel some way about that. So bam. So you know, we have our words, woo-woo, and then we keep it moving. Come in Monday. Cody come back. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. That following Monday, Tuesday, Cody come back. No, a whole week passed. So we working around each other, but we ain't really talking like that. You feel me? Everybody just kind of really know what they supposed to do, so we just making it happen. So the following week after that, Cody ended up coming back. So now when they supposed to come to me and give me, so they see that Dan getting ready to hire me on, they go to want to do various jobs, trying to do what I'm doing, right? They want to do what I'm doing, so they go to Cody. Hey, Cody, can we do such and such to get some extra money? This, that. All right, if that's what y'all feel, y'all do y'all thing. But so he so Cody give him a little various jobs to do whoop the whoop or whatever, right? But Cody can sense the tension. He can sense the tension because I think he had asked us to do something, but Chicago went to acting funny. He went to acting funny with me and all that like that, right? So he can sense the tension. And I'm quite sure him and Crosstown probably went behind our back, me and Phil, and started doing like little slide stuff to Cody. Understand? So, you know, it was just like, you know, they ain't know what we were gonna be on. Cause keep in mind, these folks out of town, they not from here. They out of town, so they don't want no problems with nobody fighting. But I can feel the tension. Understand? You could then cut it with a knife. I could feel it. You feel me? So, so one day I end up leaving a little early. One day I end up leaving a little early. So bam. So I get up the next day. Ready to go in early in the morning. The dispatcher at the temp service, she hit me. Hey John, Cody's not gonna need you back. Gonna need you back at the job no more. I'm like, well, she like, yeah. He don't want you guys back. You know what I'm saying? He don't want you guys back. And I'm like, did he ever say what for? She was like, John, don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna put you on another job right now. Don't even worry about it. Just keep it moving. I'm finna send you the address. You go handle your business. Do what you gotta do. I'm like, all right, bet. I call Phil. I'm like, Phil, man, what's up, man? He was like, I'm like, Phil, what's up, man? He like, man, I was like, man, they done let me go. He like, man, wait, they let everybody go? I was like, yeah, from what she say, they let everybody go, right? I like from what she say, they let everybody go, right? So, feel like, man, just keep in touch with me. Keep in touch with me. You feel me, y'all? Because y'all got to remember, we still got the cabinets. We still got the cabinets and stuff. Like, we was already working on that. You know what I'm saying? From that following week, we had done sold some of the, I think we had made like 600. We had sold some of the cabinets, right? And Melvin was going to give us more cabinets. You feel what I'm saying? So if y'all see that, the little logo, the PC&J, that's supposed to be for cabinets. It's supposed to be Phil, Carlos, and John cabinets. I had got my partner to do the logo. So if y'all see that, know that's from that. That's from that situation. Understand, right? But Phil, I'm gonna tell you how Phil is. See, but Phil played his part. I don't hold nothing against him, because he gonna do what he gonna do. He's that type of guy. But he telling me to keep in touch with him, because I'm like, man, we got the cabinets. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need help taking the cabinets out or whatever, like, we could just keep it going. I just don't gotta be out there. But if you need my help to come, you know what I'm saying, do it, let's do it. You feel me? Cause they can we can unload. We ain't even gotta go through where to work. We can go on a Saturday and go get the cabinets and put them in the storage. Understand? Which we already got a bunch of, but we can get another one, because they giving us all different type of colors, right? I'm talking about a real, like, we could have started us a real business with it. Real talk. We could have started us a real independent type business, and he giving us this type of stuff. Like, understand? Man, do y'all know Phil, man, man, he told me to call, somebody I could call him and stay in touch with him. Man, do y'all know that, man, this man just stopped, just like disappeared completely. Changed his number, everything. I still got the U-Haul, the storage. I still got a key, because he gave me a key to the storage. I still got the key. I just don't know the number to get through the gate, but I got a key to get in the storage. Just disappeared on me, man. Come on, change the number and everything. So that's why I tell y'all, man, understand that they was hating from the beginning. They seen that I was starting to come up, and they tried to push themselves in the forefront instead of just being patient. They didn't work how I was working. They didn't grind how I was grinding. I spent time doing that to build myself up to get hired on. They weren't doing what I was doing. Understand? But they wanted my spot. They see I was finna get ready to elevate, and they blocked it. But I let them block it, because I didn't have to indulge in what they were doing. Understand? But they felt some type of way, because I was finna get ready to come up. Come on, man. Because there was plenty of opportunity out there. Plenty of opportunity. It ain't something that I missed, but I would say that there was plenty of opportunity out there that I could have leveled up. Really leveled up. Understand? Don't get me wrong. I'm doing better. I'm doing better than what I was doing out there. But at the same time, you know, it was plenty, like I say, it was plenty of opportunities out there, man. But I humbled myself. I didn't give in to, like I just told him, when I told him, hey man, when you see me handling your business, I wasn't saying nothing after that. I didn't go start nothing with him after that, talking trash and none of that. If it was a problem, it's a problem. If it ain't, it ain't. And in the meantime, let's get to the money. Come on, man. But I told y'all, that's why I always say, it was all good just a week ago. Understand? But until next time, y'all not tuned to that Reds are gonna get. I'm your host, Albino Pooh Man, brought to you by Touch Our Family, Criminal Riders ENT, what it do, G? And if the Lord's will, we'll be back with another one.
Lord, I give you glory in that bird. Show me quite a few times on paper, y'all, I can't deny that. Lord, please tell me what my purpose. Is on the road to riches, been one hell of a journey. Sure it is, one hell of a journey. Y'all, keep my eyes open this time around, look them in their face, and I'ma spread more love through all the hate. Can I testify on by having your name, Lord? Can I testify on how good you been to me? Thank you, Lord. All the blessings that you said in your son Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. Can I testify on by having your name, Lord? Can I